What's good, people? We're out here in Madrid, España for a couple of days. A beautiful city with beautiful people, spectacular rooftop bars, and even more spectacular food options. And of course, many great shopping options which force you to ball until you fall, whether you want to or not. So, I'm going to take you with me and show you some of the greatest rooftop bars, tapas spots, restaurants, parks, museums, neighborhoods, and more. Let's go. So we're staying in the heart of Madrid at the Hyatt Grand Centric, right on the Gran Vía, one of the main streets here, which supposedly used to be something like Madrid's Broadway. The architecture is crazy and you can find so many different styles, from Viennese Secession to Art Deco. The area is popping 24 hours a day and it's full of shops, hotels, restaurants, and bars. And there's so much to see and do in the neighborhood, and we just basically walked everywhere right from our hotel. The room was super comfortable and the view inspired us to actually follow one of our favorite hobbies and go check out lots of the rooftop bars in the area, which was spectacular. I'll be showing you some of the best ones we found, so stay tuned. Also, I'll be having a lot of online meetings with clients while I'm here, so Wi-Fi and espresso are really important. And the amenities are nice, but we only hit the hotel gym once and decided to skip our routines and go for runs in Retiro Park instead, which was beautiful. But one of our favorite things to do here actually is enjoy the cuisine, and one restaurant which was recommended to me by a bunch of locals was actually Ochenta Grados. Let's get into it. So one thing I really noticed here in Madrid is that the chefs seem to be really good at combining very unexpected flavor profiles. One example which really sticks out here was at Ochenta Grados, where we were served Parmesan soup with ice cream and jamón powder, so ham powder. Now this is a mix where if somebody were to drop it in a bowl and serve it to you, you'd probably be very much like, what the hell, bro? But the way they combine the flavors and prepare them, when you get all of the ingredients in one spoon and taste it, the flavor profiles mix together in perfect harmony. So I would definitely recommend, be a bit experimental when you come here. Give the chefs a chance if you're at a good restaurant and try something you normally wouldn't. Maybe instead of ordering things like sangria and paella, which are very much not local cuisine, be a bit more experimental with your food choices and maybe try a tinto de verano when it comes to ordering drinks. There's so many good restaurants in Madrid, but Ochenta Grados was recommended to us by multiple locals. Every dish was like really an experience. We ordered a bunch and shared it. And I would highly recommend go and check it out, guys. So it's hot as hell out here. We like to start every day with an iced coffee, so we're gonna go hit up a spot called Good News, which serves what they call boosted coffee, which basically means they add things like adaptogens, like ashwagandha against stress, lion's mane mushroom for cognitive function, and other supplements and superfoods to give your coffee and mood a slight boost. And we also tried their ginger lemon shots, and I wanted to do a reaction video for you guys, and it was good, but not quite as intense as I'd hoped, so no entertaining reaction for y'all, my bad. We also tried some of the healthy-ish sweets, which are like their superfood interpretation of brownies and Snickers and stuff, and they were also really good. So then we decided to visit the Museo del Prado, which is known as one of the greatest art museums in the world, and you can either wait in a shockingly long line, which moves extremely swiftly though, to get in for free, or you just throw some cash and buy a ticket to get in immediately. The building is really beautiful and the exhibition is huge, with countless respected works by Botticelli, Rembrandt, Dürer, and lots more, and for whatever reason, there's also a glove smell simulator there, so I wanted to know how gloves smelled in the 16th century. Here you have the chance. Yeah, it wasn't great. Okay, so we just checked out the Prado Museum, and I must say a lot of the techniques, the colors, the materials, very impressive, really, but a lot of the church commissioned imagery, as usual, very typical. A lot of muscular babies with knives, and men in white wigs and leggings. So not exactly what I personally find very aesthetically pleasing, but overall really impressive and yeah, interesting artworks. Then we decided to check out the El Rastro Market, which is one of the largest markets in Madrid, and supposedly it's been around in some form of fashion for over 400 years. It's super bustling, and today you can find typical market products like random ass clothes, jewelry, art, and more, but there were people from all over the world checking it out, and there were lots of bars and restaurants right next to it. It's actually in the lively Latina neighborhood, and if you're lucky, you can also find some live music to enjoy with a cold drink right next to the market, which is quite chill. So we didn't really buy any of the typical market products, but actually we did. We got two like poster art type pieces, which reminded us of a bar which we like in Milan, which we'll be heading to soon in one of the next vlogs, and something from a bathroom just to give some tropical vibes, and not very Madrid-y, but still nice. We're actually doing quite a lot of shopping while we're here in Madrid, and we're basically staying 1 or 2 blocks from Uniqlo, which is kind of dangerous for me because there's no Uniqlo in the city I'm based in. So whenever I'm in places like New York, Bangkok, Milan, Madrid, or basically anywhere there's Uniqlo, I just start wilding out. I think I have the same shirt in like 15 different versions, but I must say, I love this kind of weather, 30 plus degrees outside, sunshine, and there's nothing better in weather like this than Airism or Dry-X technology from Uniqlo, just materials that keep you feeling fresh and cool. So yeah, if you ain't know, now you know, Uniqlo. Sadly, I'm not sponsored, but please sponsor me, Uniqlo. Okay, it's dinner time, and Mexican food in Spain is really good. Honestly, this might be a little bit offensive, but personally I prefer New York Mexican food. Sadly, I haven't actually had the chance to try Mexican food in Mexico yet, but in Spain it was always really good too. And we shared a bunch of different tacos and nachos, and it was all delicious. The vibes in the restaurant were really nice, everyone was friendly, they make you sign the walls, and it's all decorated with wrestling masks. It was a nice evening. So another one of our favorite places was Honest Greens. They have great coffee, all kinds of like superfoods, healthy meals, and it's really good. And we kept going there basically for brunch and lunch. And they had all kinds of like acai bowls, spirulina powder type bowls, healthy snacks, and best of all, delicious steak salads, which we really enjoyed. So we kept going back, a couple of times actually. We also went to a couple of food markets and everything looked really good. The atmosphere was nice, it was super popping, very full, very lively. And we actually decided to go and get some traditional churros, because when in Spain you gotta enjoy some churros and hot chocolate. So we went to this place, and there's a line outside. It's super popular with tourists. I don't know how it is for locals, but I definitely enjoyed it. My favorite churro place is actually in Malaga, Casa Andrata, and I'll take you there in a vlog coming soon. But this was also really good. Ooh, look how the chocolate drips. Churros are all crispy and crunchy. It was real nice. Okay, so we're now going to one of our favorite restaurants, Saona, and we love going there in Valencia, so now we're gonna go check it out in Madrid too. So we visit Valencia every winter, and we love going to the saunas there. They're in really nice buildings, they have great menus, and we really enjoy it, so we were hyped when we found out they had one in Madrid too. So I absolutely do not eat any sort of fish, and I'm relatively not so happy about it, but for the vlog, and because we're at Saona, I'm going to try the tuna. Let's see how it goes. I hope we don't get kicked out.
Take a bite. And?
Cut. We got there super early, especially for Spain, so it was basically completely empty and low-key slightly awkward, but we still had a good time. Okay, so it was relatively good. It was quite good. It wasn't exactly what we expected, because I guess we always hype things up a bit too much when you haven't been there for some time and you really liked it, but it was good. Also, they didn't have our favorite, the tempura, but it was really but the rest was really relatively delicious. And let's not talk about the tuna experience and the banoffee pie. So what you say? You agree?
I agree.
Cool. Alright then. So, one of my favorite things to do in almost every city is to check out the best rooftop bars and just enjoy the vibes, enjoy the views, whether it's like super classy, fancy ones or more chill, low-key ones. Especially in Madrid, where the architecture is just crazy all around. It's fun to get to talk to people around you sometimes, or to just hang out, enjoy a cocktail, enjoy a coffee, have some aperitivo type snacks, and just, you know, take in the vibes. Or even to just work on your laptop, work on your business, reflect and plan your life. I think it's just a beautiful environment for that. It's really just always a vibe. So we checked out a couple, and funnily enough, on the Gran Vía, there were so many cool rooftops right next to each other, but each one has its own vibe. Honestly, the cocktails are great in all of them. So you can basically do multiple rooftops in a night if you want to, or try a different one each night, but you really have a great choice in Madrid. And just because the architecture in Madrid is so beautiful, as you can see, like looking up at the clock tower down at the Gran Vía, just enjoying the good cocktails, delicious botanicals, nice spirits. It's a good vibe, for sure. So we're now in El Jardín de Diana, the rooftop bar of our hotel, and we actually weren't aware when we booked, but this is the same rooftop bar we were at when some time ago we came to Madrid in winter for the first time and decided to check out some of the coolest rooftop bars of the city. So quite a pleasant surprise. It's actually also directly opposite the first rooftop bar we showed you, and it's probably my favorite out of all of the rooftop bars we visited during our stay. But it was really such a funny coincidence when we decided to just go up from our hotel and check out our rooftop bar, and I was like, wait a minute, hold up, this seems kind of familiar. And then we realized this actually is exactly the rooftop bar we once celebrated a special occasion, and which we really liked on our first trip to Madrid. So that was just a really cool coincidence, and it was probably also the most popular rooftop bar. It was always booked out, always full, but luckily because we were guests of the hotel, we always got a nice table. The staff was also really nice. But basically the message is Madrid is full of great rooftop bars. Definitely check them out if you're in the city. Okay guys, so that was it from Madrid. I hope you liked the vlog. It was my first one. If you did, please leave a like. It would mean a lot to me. Subscribe, lots more coming. Vlogs from Spain, Italy, Thailand, Japan, Sweden, New York. So stay tuned. Peace.